Great. You know what is the bad time to give any presentation? 40 minutes after lunch. You know why? Because fats in the food and the carbohydrates increases your glycogens, right? And it makes you feel sleepy and tired. So I don't know how you guys are doing it, but butter chicken was very tasty, right? And I'm feeling very sleepy. And it was interesting to read something about myself, which I wrote 8 years ago on LinkedIn, to create a world free of judgment where people find their true self and be happy about it, right? Today we saw some questions like, if there is some problem with the AI and human intervention, who should be held responsible, right? Ethical AI. We also heard something about AI will take up your jobs. AI will make sure that, AI will be around $450 billion industry. I guess if that was the number in the first presentation, which again the Samir Alpha gave, right? It's two names, Samir Alpha, Samir Beta, right? That's how we will distinguish. But what are all those numbers, right? Those are predictions. And I come from a statistics background, which means I haven't done my engineering or graduate or master's in statistics. But what I mean is, since childhood, we have known predictions are possibilities. Those are not the truth, right? So why I am today talking about such.ai? I wrote it such.ai, right? I think we are doing this in India and it should be in the Indian context. Consider a situation where there is an AI algorithm. You open up your Instagram and you saw a video about being vegan, right? You see about being vegan every day. What it actually does to you, you start exploring the possibility that we should all be vegan, right? And you know what? This happened in India. 3 years ago when Virat Kohli became vegan, people started adapting that diet. What happened after that? People started losing calcium in their bones, right? They are not getting necessarily minerals which are required to make your body function. I'm not saying vegan diet is bad. I'm just here saying we didn't do the research. Why? Because there was an AI algorithm which was running behind the scene, which was manipulating with your mind every day, every second, every hour. The more you were investing time on your mobile phone, Instagram, TikTok, or TikTok is banned in India. So how do you guys waste your time? Instagram? Okay, so Instagram, right? So you know, everybody was like, okay, let's adapt this situation. And then, let's say something comes. Russia is the baddest country in the world, right? You see this video. What happens? You start feeling, oh, okay, Russia might be the baddest country in the world. Ukraine needs our support. But did we do our due diligence? Did we had a look at what are the actual facts, right? I'm not saying Russia is good or bad. I'm just saying we are forgetting to do our due diligence because somebody is playing with our minds every day, every night, right? Does this mean AI has no future? There was someone who said, like, there will be a time when we'll all have a personal assistant. The time is today. We all have a personal assistant, which we call mobile phone, right? You don't know about cosine law. You'll just Google it. Or if I'll say jukebox, you'll Google it, right? We created a software which we call jukebox, which can create music, lyrics by lyrics with a BGM, right? What it used to do, it can create any kind of music, right? From Beatle to BTS. The problem was nobody can sue us because nobody has ever seen that music. It can take a microsecond of any kind of musical instrument and will place it in such a way that it will be a melody because it learns from something which we known as GPT, right? GPT born 8 years ago, right? In 2015. But today we know about GPT. There was another product which OpenAI made, which was called DALI. Have you used this DALI? It is, if you'll put the text, it will create an image. There is again a product which is do not pay. Somebody said like, law is the thing which ChatGPT failed, right? That is truth. But there is a virtual lawyer which we call do not pay. The application is available in UK and US. It actually helps people to pay off their speeding tickets. and you don't need a lawyer, and as the name suggests, do not pay. You don't have to pay anything, right? So there are AI efficient lawyers are there in the world. So what is happening right now? Why Sachai is a concept we need right now? There are a lot of people who are selling insight named as AI, right? If I can tell you tomorrow there will be rain, is it an AI? Is it artificial intelligence or insight? There has to be a difference. Artificial intelligence doesn't mean that there will be a number involved. It means there will be an action involved, and an action which will be self-sustained. Recommendation system, is that in AI? That is the first step of AI. AI will be when a recommendation system can pick itself like what it has to do, and it will give you, okay, this is something which you have to do. This is the only one decision that you are going to make. That is the AI. Below that, we usually do like data science, machine learning. We call everything under the same umbrella, and we call it AI. Everything is logic-based, right? So that is why usually I say everywhere is AI, but there is no intelligence, because everything is predictive analytics, and more than that, it is prescriptive analytics. But artificial intelligence is still a distant journey, right? It is a word that we usually use in the sales terminology, right? There are many company founders and CEOs and all the leadership people are sitting here, right? We never sell the feature, we sell the story. And AI is the story right now, right? But it will be a reality in coming 6 months, right? With the GPT-4, which will have 175 billion parameter, which will actually tell you in any language, in any word form, that what is going to happen, right? Will AI rule the world? The biggest question is Transformers a reality? Are we going to have a dominatrix ruling the world? The answer is no, because at the end of the day, there is some person sitting behind the computer who is creating those logic. My problem is, what is Sachai? What is the truth? Because if I created something, it can be ethical for me, but it cannot be ethical for other people. Something like which can be ethical for Ukraine might not be ethical for Russia, might not be ethical for China, might be ethical for India. So how do we eliminate that? Do we have a global standard where we can say that this is something which we call baseline and this is the ethics of AI? Do we have that? Can we be the first person in the world to do that? We have around 60 million youth who is going to be around age 25 in next 5 years, right? What does it mean? We are already have more population than combined US, China, US, Canada, and Mexico, right? It means we have a developer who comes to 10 a.m. in the office and goes at 12 midnight. And this is a real story. I saw that yesterday. I don't know why Bangalore is milking their developers so much, but you guys need to take a break. We often joke about it, like people in Bangalore, when they party, they are often on a call with an old monk in their hand, and they say, yes, sir, this feature will be done. Yes, sir, testing is done, right? We need to stop that. We need to teach people that you need to be open, you need to have an openness, right? You need to be open about sharing your algorithm. You need to be open about sharing how you reach to that decision, because then only you can make people trust what is AI, right? There is something which we call innovation. People usually say, like, if I'll show my code, people will copy it and they will make the better product and they will earn more money. But there is another piece of the equation, which is data time advancement. The time that you invested with that AI system and the insight that you learn, nobody can copy it and learn it faster than you do, right? It doesn't depend on the GPU. It depends on the time your AI was in the market. It doesn't depend on the number of users. It depends on number of insights that your AI generated. And we need to move on to that direction. Then only we can be the world leader, a global domination in AI ethics and what AI is. So with 30 seconds left, I'll say, explore the truth and explain the truth, right? We need to explore what AI is, and then we have to explain it, how we reached out to that place, and can that be a global standard? And I leave at that prediction that AI is never going to take anyone's job. It is just going to make your life efficient. if used correctly. Thank you so much for the time and listening patiently. Thank you.